All right, BuckeyeHuddle.com. Ohio State wide receiver commit Jayvan Boggs, Cocoa, Florida. Dominant performance here at the Under Armour Camp in Miami. Got some special recognition there at the end. It's one of the top performers. Just first of all, thoughts on how you did today and what did you show out there?
Really, I just want to come out here and ball and have fun with it. I dominated out here, got the receiver MVP, so I just had fun.
I saw a lot of the one-on-ones. I have a good frame of reference here. That might have been the catch of the day there, the one-hander.
Yeah, yes, sir.
What did you see there?
Really, I just, it was just a ball that was back shoulder. I couldn't get my other hand up, had to put the other hand up and, snag it.
You're getting a reputation for those kind of catches as a guy who kind of has sticky fingers, so to speak.
Yes, sir.
How have you got to this point? Is it, you're catching 1,000 balls a day? I mean, what's the secret?
Yeah, really, me and my pops since I was little, we go out in the yard and, catch balls, I put a lot of work in for this, I go out recently, constantly, catch balls, stuff like that.
You are shooting up the recruiting rankings lately. I know you guys say you don't care about that, but is it a little extra nice to have that kind of recognition?
Yeah, rankings, they're always cool, but at the end of the day, I play football, I just put everything on film, whatever people see me for, they see me for, but I know, what I can do.
Ohio State kind of saw something in you pretty early, before a lot of other schools did. They've kind of had a history doing that. They did that with Jackson Smith and Jigba, and so is that something that kind of factored in when you committed to Ohio State? Was just kind of the knowing that they were kind of sold on you maybe earlier than some other programs?
Oh yeah, for sure. To be honest, they were my big school offer early. That was my biggest school offer I had early on. Ever since then, it was a great relationship with me on Hardline. He stayed on me heavy, and that's why I'm committed now.
You've had a chance to work with Coach Hartline at camp. You built a relationship with him. Obviously, it's a good relationship. You wouldn't have committed, but just, what is it about Coach Hartline you think makes him such an effective coach and recruiter?
It's really just the details. He pays attention to the small things and he fixes them up and gets you right. It's the details. He's going to develop the best of the best and, get you where you want to go, and that's the next level.
Beyond the early offer and the relationship with Coach Hartline, are there some other things about Ohio State that kind of led you in that direction?
Really just, it's Columbus, it's a great chill place, and, the winning tradition at Ohio State, we got to go get some more natties.
Obviously, Marvin's about to go very highly in the draft. They got some other guys coming up through the system here. How much of that do you look at? There's the development piece of that. There's the depth chart piece of that. Is it kind of an iron sharpens iron mentality for you, just kind of entering a room like that? I mean, just kind of, how do you look at all that?
Really, I look at it, like the best of the best gonna play. You're gonna get on the field, do your thing. Coach Hart has a plan for everybody. So he's gonna put you in the best positions, and you got to make the best you can get.
One of the things I've kind of talked to him about in various interviews and seen him talk about is I think he kind of wants you all guys to run your own race. Not every kid's going to come in and start as a freshman. Not every, some guys might take 2 or 3 years. Everyone's development's a little different. Is that a message he kind of shares with you as he kind of gets you prepared to get up there?
Yes, sir. Everybody's development is super different. You could start your third year, you could start your first year. It's just different for everybody. But the goal at the end of the day is get to the next level. So just get there.
When do you think you might get back? I know you were there in October. When do you think could be the next trip?
I got a date set is April 11th through the 14th. So
okay, so
for a
weekend. For spring game weekend. Okay. What are you looking forward to about that? Obviously, spring game's a big deal in Columbus. There's going to be a lot of recruits there.
It's really just, you got to do my recruiting at the end of the day and, just have fun, get more feels for Columbus, talk with my coaches and, just stuff like that, have fun.
Is that an unofficial visit?
Yeah, unofficial.
Okay. Official maybe in the summer?
Oh yeah, could be in the fall for Team Up North game or one of those games. But I just haven't decided if it's going to be the summer or the fall.
You've already got the terminology down.
Yes, sir. Yes,
you already got that. They already
yes,
brainwashed it out of you.
Yes, sir.
How do you kind of prepare now for your senior year? It's such a good junior year. I think a lot of people were just really impressed with how you played this past year. You're no longer like an under the radar guy, so to speak. How do you prepare now for your senior year, knowing that schools are going to be probably even more focused on you than they were last year?
Really, I just do the same thing but better. In the off season, have a great off season, and go into the season and try to double my stats. And obviously the end goal, win the state championship and go undefeated.
Schools aren't taking no for an answer though. Other than you're committed to Ohio State, you're still getting offers. You're still, I'm sure, having coaches reach out.
Yes, sir.
What do you say to that? I mean, is it all shut down? Have you talked to other schools? How do you take all this? Because obviously schools aren't going to give up until you sign.
Yeah, it's not fully shut down yet. Just because of the fact that you never know what can happen. So still been in a relationship with coaches. There's still been a relationship with me. So just hearing everybody out what they have to say.
Yeah. But still pretty.
Yes, sir. Still confident
solid in Ohio State. Gotcha. What would it take? I guess what would have to happen to You talk about just keeping things just in case. Would it be like coaching changes? What would be the thing that would kind of?
I would be honest. It would have to be if Coach Hartline or the coaches changes. Then because I'm solid with them. Those are my guys. So if the coaches change it, then it would be different. But
who are you recruiting right now?
I was recruiting Devin real hard. I ended up getting him. So I'm really trying to get me a duo receiver. Like Jamie and stuff like that. But really, just in my DN, Jayvan Hills at my school.
Still trying on that one. Still trying to pry that guy away.
Still trying to get that one.
What do you say to like Jamie? Because obviously you guys play the same position group, but you guys obviously put 3-4 receivers out there. Like, so how do you recruit another receiver? Like, it's kind of interesting that you guys have to recruit each other when you're kind of in the same position room.
Yeah, I mean, it's not difficult at all because one of us will be a slot, one of us will be outside. So it's just we're on the field at the same time, both doing our thing. So it's really just tell them to come play with me. Let's do our thing, in Columbus. Let's be the next duo receiver because there's always a Marvin to a Mecca duo. Garrett to Chris, it's just stuff like that. So that's what I tell
You're well versed on your Ohio State receiver history. You're doing a good job. That's a good pitch. All right, we appreciate your time today. Great job, and we'll be down to see you in the spring, and we'll see you at the spring game.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you.